Alright, so here I am in Willy's Vault of Power. And if you do not know who Willy is Billy's brother. And if you want to know the story of Billy, there will be videos in the description about Billy's character arc as an individual. And yeah, Willy has been searching the Matrix for many of the powers of the internet and of memes in general, and he has collected them and he has stored them in different levels in Unity. And what he wants me to do is to make it to where you can navigate through the scenes while the game is running. And we can do that by using Unity Scene Management. And to start off, in your scripts folder, you're going to create a new class and call this our scene loader. And once that is done, you just go into your class. And we're going to type in using Unity Engine.Scene Management. And this namespace has the classes for us in order to navigate between scenes. And now we can get rid of our void start and update function, and we can do public void load scene. And we will take in an integer called build index, and I'll explain what build index is later. And once that's created, we just finish up the function, and in here what we do is do scene manager dot load scene and put in our build index, and that is literally all you have to do. Alright, now going back into Unity, we can now hook up our buttons here, buttons in the level select, to make to where it will load into the different levels in Unity in our game here. So to do that, I'm going to attach the script here, the scene loader script, over here in the parent object, and in all of the buttons, the level buttons here, I'm going to assign the main menu as an object and do scene loader and then load scene. And this is one way you can load into different scenes. You can do it programmatically through different functions, but for this example, I'm going to use buttons. Now for the build index, this is what we're going to work on now. Alright, in build settings, you'll notice that there's a big menu here, and it is labeled as scenes in build. And the scenes in build is an array of all the scenes that you want to include into your finished game that you are going to export as, and it stores it into an array that can be indexed from 0 to whatever many scenes you have. So I'm going to add in our main menu here, and I'm going to add open scenes, and as you can see, as we hit add open scenes, it adds in the current scene that I have opened up, and it assigns it a number, and that is the index that is going to be referenced to when I want to load into different scenes. So for these level buttons, I want these to load into the other levels here, level 1, 2, and 3. So to do that, you have to go into these separate scenes, go into build settings, and click on add open scenes. Alright, so I wonder what objects of power Willy has. Let's see, what does he have in the first vault? Yep, save. He has a pound of Obamium. What? He's a pound of Whoa. Where did Willy get a pound of Obamium? Alright, so in this scene, the first thing I'm going to do is go into build settings and add open scenes, so I can add this level into the scene build, so I can, in the main menu, I can have the buttons lead to this scene. Now, I have a back to menus button, and in here, I'm going to go into my scripts and take my scene loader and put it into this canvas object, and I'm going to put the canvas in the button, and I'm going to have it load back into the main menu. And the main menu's build index is 0, as you can see here. So whenever I click on this button, it's going to load the scene with an index of 0, and the scene with the index of 0 is the main menu. There you go. And now that I have this scene assigned, I can go back into my main menu, and on the first button here, I can change the build index here to 1, and that means it will load into level 1 over here, because the build index of this scene is 1. So if I go back into the main menu, hit save, reset this to how I originally had it. There you go. I want to experience greatness of the Vault of Power by Willy. Hit experience greatness, and I hit level 1. It will load into the pound of Obamium vault. And if I want to go back into the main menu, I click on this button and I come back here. And Now I'm just going to do this to the rest of the levels. So level 2, let's see what Willy has. He has Matt's boxing gloves. Alright, so here, file, build settings, add open scenes. Now I know it has a scene index of 2. And same for the back to the menus. I take the script, put the scene loader in the parent object. There you go. And I assign it. Assign it to an onClick function and have it load back into the main menu, which is defaulted to 0. Alright, now what does Willy have in the last vault? I wonder. Alright, so now just repeat over here, just assign the scene loader and go to the back to menu button and hit on click and assign the canvas, and the scene loader loads scene, and it is set to 0 since that is the main menu's build index. And I go to file, build settings, and add this scene in. Alright, now going back to the main menu, I can now assign the rest of the buttons to load into the different levels. So for level 2 here, this will load into the index of 2, because in the build settings, level 2's index is 2. And for level 3, I set it to 3 because once again, the build index of level 3 is 3. So now if I hit save and I reset this to what I originally had, like that, and then I hit play, you'll notice now, hit play, and I can go into level 1. I can see Willy's 1 pound of Obamium. Go back to the menu, experience greatness, go to level 2. I can see Matt's boxing gloves. Go back to the menus, and I can go and to level 3, see Shaggy's source of power, and then go back to the menus. And there you go. That is how you navigate through different scenes in Unity. It is very simple, and in the next video I'm going to focus on how you can asynchronously load scenes and create a load bar for when the scene is loading, and that'll be pretty useful. So stay tuned for that video, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.